It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company. Truth will ultimately prevail where there is pains to bring it to light. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. The Constitution is the guide, which I never will abandon. Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. It is impossible to reason without arriving at a supreme being. The time is near at hand, which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. Religion is as necessary to reason as reason is to religion. The one cannot exist without the other. Arbitrary power is most easily established on the ruins of liberty abused to licentiousness. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. It is better to be alone than in bad company. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. Observe good faith and justice towards all nations. Cultivate peace and harmony with all. We should not look back, unless it is to derive useful lessons from the past errors, and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience. Mankind, when left to themselves, are unfit for their own government. War, an act of violence whose object is to constrain the enemy, to accomplish our will. My first wish is to see this plague of mankind, war, banished from the earth. It will be found an unjust and unwise jealousy, to deprive a man of his natural liberty, upon the supposition he may abuse it. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. Friendship is a plant of slow growth, and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity before it is entitled to the appellation. My observation is that, whenever one person is found adequate to the discharge of a duty, it is worse executed by two persons, and scarcely done at all if three or more are employed therein. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. My mother was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. All I am I owe to my mother. I attribute my success in life to the moral, intellectual and physical education I received from her. A primary object should be the education of our youth in the science of government. In a republic, what species of knowledge can be equally important?